show. Oh, today on our show we have the cast, part of the cast of 13 Reasons Why, and the author, the one and only Jay Asher.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass and I'm homebound.
How does it feel to be New York Times bestseller?
An amazing feeling. It's the greatest achievement as a writer. It's like climbing Mount Everest as a climber, pretty much. So I'm just honored for New York Times to honor me. So thank you guys. Okay, well thank you, Helen.
Okay, so let's bring out two other cast members from 13 Reasons Why, Courtney and Zach. Zach, let's start off with you. Tell me, why did you keep those letters from Hannah?
I was rejected and I felt insecure, and I wanted her to feel insecure too. And I realized what I did was wrong, and I regret it.
Yeah, you knew she'd feel insecure, so you kept those letters from her. I'm very aware of the book because I read it twice. So, Courtney, tell me about Peeping Tom, and why did you pretend that there was dirty stuff in her drawers?
What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, well, let's bring up the picture. Why didn't you want to take a picture of her at the party?
Well, I was a little sick, so I was feeling a little down. I didn't want to take any photos. Sorry.
Oh, well, that's still wrong of you, and I believe we're lying, but it's all good. Okay, well, I'd just like to thank you for being on the Helen the Selfish Show. And let's go to commercial, and we'll be back with Clay and Tony. Okay, so let's bring out two other cast members of 13 Reasons Why, Clay and Tony. Okay, so let's start off with Clay. How did it feel to walk to your doorstep and see those tapes?
I was really confused because I didn't realize what it was until I listened to it.
After reading your side of the tape, how did it feel?
It was relieving in a way, but I still felt horrible because I was on the tapes.
And you two were one of my favorite two people, our characters in the story, just to let you guys know. But let's give a round of applause for Clay. And let's ask Tony a few questions. How did it feel to follow around those 13 people on those tapes to make sure that they were listening and passing the tapes on to the next person?
Well, I felt like they should know, and Hannah wanted them to know, so they should have known.
And I believe Clay was your friend, right?
Yeah. I knew he would have passed on the tapes because he stole my Walkman.
Oh, I remember that. Okay, well, thank you for being on the show. I'd like to thank you guys. So let's bring out Justin from 13 Reasons Why. So tell us, Justin, how did it feel to be the first person on the tapes and hear your name?
It was horrible, to be honest, to be first on the list. I felt like throwing up. I felt like I had ruined a first kiss. Well, actually, I did.
Thank you for being here on the cast.
It was a pleasure.
So before we go, we're going to show a sneak preview of 13 Reasons Why coming out March 11, 2013.
Hello, boys and girls. Hannah Baker here, live and in stereo. No return engagements, no encore. And this time, absolutely no requests. I hope you're ready because I'm about to tell you the story of my life. More specifically, why it ended. If you're listening to these tapes, you're one of the reasons why. I'm not saying which tape will bring you into the story, but fear not, if you receive this lovely little box, your name will pop up, I promise. Now, why would the dead girl lie? We both could have stopped it. Either one of us. We could have saved her. This was no spur-of-the-moment decision. Do not take me for granted again. You're being watched.
How do you pause this? Hi, Hannah. Come here, baby. Let's watch it. Can we watch? Amazing feeling. It's the most greatest achievement for a rider, to be honest, and I think it's for a climber. It's like Mount Everest. You climb Mount Everest as a climber. Does that make sense?
It was horrible, to be honest. I forgot my.
Before, wait, no, this isn't part of it. Sorry. Well, you should ask about what happened.
Okay, well, thank you for letting me be on the show.